Nothing quite like a rivalry game. We all love them. Richard, how much extra attention do these games get from the players and the coaches?
Players won't say it to the media, but we know what's at stake. Since the schedule was released, these games have been circled on the calendar by both teams.
So here's Miami's starting group. Mitchell is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Powell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. And Brooklyn has possession after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Outside, Porter cranes the three-pointer.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Now here's Powell. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Mann. He's covered by Hero. They set the pick inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Wiggins outside. Pass to Hero. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "You have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Outside, Adebayo. Outside, Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Hero's got 6.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Hero doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
To the paint. Here's Demon. Another one falls for Brooklyn. Miami with the ball. They trail by 3. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And here's Porter after Tyler Hero hitting the 3 from the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Adebayo the screen. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Banked in off the glass.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Here's Demon. Covered by Mitchell. Down low. Clowney. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Traore comes in for Demon. And then for Miami, Khalil Ware's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Mitchell. .121 left in the first quarter. Powell, the pass to Ware. Here's Hero. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Traore. Outside Porter. Buries it from three-point range. Porter's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Ware kicks to Hero. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And Ware pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Hero. Rebounded by the Nets. Williams passes to Porter. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Porter's got 8 points. And so it's Michael Porter making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
They've got Martin. He's out there with Traore. Sharp out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammate.
Here's Traore for 3. Williams, and Ware pulls it down. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Out to Smith. Adebayo with a screen for Smith. And the Heat, another 3.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Heat making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Here's Demon. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Outside, Porter lets it go with the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mitchell kicks to Ware. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 3. Here's Deming. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Continuing to add to his tally with that triple. Now his 3rd of the game.
Pass to Ware. Here's Smith, covered by Martin. Good ball movement here by Miami. Mitchell dishes to Smith. Ware passes to Smith. Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards, the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. Davion Mitchell, 3rd.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have, it's point guard play at its best.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Powell comes in for Khalil Ware. And it's Tyler Hero in for Jaime Jaquez. Free throw good, Smith. Smith hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Oh, Porter in position. Stolen by Hero. Pass to Powell. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot. Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you, Kevin.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, that's not easy to come by.
Miami's on to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Deming. And a wide-open look for Porter. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Over in the corner, Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Pass to Clowney. Porter outside. Hands it from downtown. Porter's got 14.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Mitchell outside. And here's Adebayo. Here's Hero. Shoots the three. Hero can't get that one to fall. Porter passes to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Now Hero. He's got 11. Mitchell outside. Can they get it? No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far to the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 3. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that game against the Celtics, they're going to be tested on both ends. But we're talking to these guys. They're ready for it. They're hyped, man. This one could have a playoff feel, Ernie.
Our viewers would love that. So would we.
That was a good job, Kenny.
Thank you.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I say this, their scorers do a great job of working off ball. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Norman Powell. Wiggins is out there with Adebayo. And it's Mitchell. And it's Hero into the shooting guard position.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Heat shooting about 42% so far. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's a screen by Porter. Fires the 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Powell. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Pass to Demon. Down low, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautiful. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Demon. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Deflects the pass. Claxton with the steal. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. Back to man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
I love it when Wiggins is aggressive on offense, especially when he's near the rim.
Here's Demon. Covered by Mitchell. Man with it. Still scoreless. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Mitchell kicks the foul. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hero passes to Wiggins. Outside, Hero. Adebayo the screen. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Different look for Miami. Khalil Ware's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Norman Powell. And Smith's subbed in for Mitchell. .106 left to play in the third. Nets passing it around. Williams for 3, and again, no good by Brooklyn. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And a wide open look for Hero. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Outside Wilson to end the drought on the wing man. And the Nets miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Wilson, there's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Wolf.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Yep, that one goes.
Man, Hero is sinister off the dribble.
Out to the right wing. 3-pointer. And no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Heat out front. They finish off the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Traoré, Tyler Williams out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Martin, and it's Wolf in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. 5 on the clock, Mitchell wide open, and the 3 off target. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. 4-point game. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Porter's got 19 points.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Now, here's Mitchell. Porter pulls it in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. He's feeling it. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And Miami also making a switch. Wiggins is checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Jaquez. Here's Powell. Pass to Wiggins. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Traoré. Back to Porter. Over Mitchell. Porter, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Jaquez. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Heat lead by 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Porter, a three-pointer, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Heat. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Now on the way to the floor, give it up to Team White.
changes for Brooklyn. Monty's checked in. Man subbed in for Martin. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Hero comes in for Jaime Jaquez. Now here's Wiggins. Now Hero from deep. Claxton with the rebound. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Porter looking it over. The long shot, no good. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Man. He's covered by Hero. Porter, and he hits from 17.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Down he goes for 3.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Porter, and he banks the layup in.
And he's just adept at scoring it in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Hero. Here's Adebayo. Pops the alley-oop pass in there.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
Rattler's a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. He gets it to go.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Now here's Porter. 50 seconds left in the game. Jacks up a 3. Wiggins pulls it down. And here are the Heat now. A 2-point game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Claxton. That one goes.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
So it's Miami now, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now Porter. Demon. They set the screen. And the three misses. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 2 seconds. Shooting from 11. David Mitchell. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
The 3. It's good.
I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
Fires. Jumper is off. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here's Demon. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Tyler Hero out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Here's Demon. Covered by Mitchell. Basket is good.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Outside Wiggins. Foul outside. The three doesn't go. The Nets with the lead. Now, man fires the three. Cleared away by Adebayo.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Man up top. He's covered by Hero. Man with it. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. Doesn't get that one.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Hero. And it's off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Porter inside. Covered by Wiggins.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Adebayo. Claxton with the rebound. Nets leading by 4. There's a good screen. He's off from 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Powell misses the 3.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Team second. At the line. Devin. Step at the line with 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. And here are the Heat, trailing by 4. Claxton with the rebound, and he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul. And at the line, shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge free throws there to pad the lead. Trying to close that door.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. No good from 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
14. At the line. Devin. At the line 2 times.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
Tyler Hero. At the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Terrence Mann. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Heat call time here. 19 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Powell against Porter. Mitchell fires, buries the deep ball. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second intentional foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Terrence Mann. At the line, 2 times.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Powell outside. Beyond the arc. That's off. Here's Deming. So it's the Nets picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Michael Porter.